kind of disappointed. I think our county commission made a decision today that will impact me as an educator, but more than anything will impact our students.
Some educators like Ashley Cox left today's Hamilton County Commission meeting feeling disappointed. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Glover. Cindy has the night off. Hamilton County Commissioners struck down a proposed tax increase that would have increased teacher pay. The budget failed in a 5-4 vote. Tonight we're hearing from Superintendent Dr. Brian Johnson about what happens next. Channel 3's Hunter Hoagland has this story.
It's back to the drawing boards for Hamilton County schools.
Obviously, I'm disappointed for our 44,000 children, but the work continues.
Hamilton County Commissioners voted down the proposed tax hike that would have increased funding for schools district-wide. Dr. Brian Johnson says the school board will have to meet and figure out a new plan.
So this is about children. The reason we all serve is because of our 44,000 children.
He says those 44,000 children across the district are the ones he feels sorry for.
Everything we do is with a child in mind and about making sure that students are future ready. And so definitely disappointed for them.
Johnson had proposed adding counselors to schools, increasing teacher pay, updating facilities, and investing in the arts.
Able to do all that we wanted to do. That's an absolute.
The proposed budget included a 5% increase for teachers district-wide. Johnson argued higher pay would equate to higher retention.
We know that our teachers are our most critical assets. We know that we want to remain competitive with the way in which we compensate them and the way in which we support them.
He hopes that just because it was a no today doesn't mean it can't be a yes in the future.
I think this community has really shown that they support public education. And so hopefully at some point there'll be a desire to invest in a deeper level.
The school budget may have failed, but Johnson says the work continues and he is focused on putting students first.
Our school doors will open on August the 5th. Our buses will run on August the 5th. We'll be focused on student achievement on August the 5th.
And that was Hunter Hoagland reporting. School officials have until August 30th to come up with a balanced budget. When we asked Dr. Johnson if that could mean cutting things like athletics, art, and music programs, he said it's too early to tell. We'll keep you posted on what the school board decides. There was no vote on the county budget as a whole. Education budget talks are on hold right now. 4 commissioners who are in favor of the tax increase were Chip Baker, Warren Mackey, Catherine Jeter, and David Sharp. The majority were Randy Fairbanks, Greg Martin, Sabrina Smedley, Tim Boyd, and Chester Bankston. They all voted against the tax increase. In a statement to Eyewitness News, District 3 Commissioner Greg Martin said, quote, "Raising property taxes is not the only solution. I believe this will require the school board to make some difficult decisions, especially when it comes to closing some of our schools and rezoning students," unquote. Other commissioners also pointed out the school district will receive an additional $18 million in growth money and state and federal funds.